Hi everybody, my name is Chris Ashley and I'm the Executive Vice President of ACI Adjustment Group Public Adjusters. And I know right now most of you are thinking, what is a public adjuster? Well, what I'm going to show you today is the presentation that our licensed public adjusters show our customers. And I'm going to tell you what a public adjuster is, what we do, and why we can recover such a higher settlement for your property insurance claim. And I'm going to give you a little bit of information and an education about your insurance policy too. So the information that I'm about to share with you can be worth thousands and thousands of dollars in your pocket if you're a homeowner. So a little bit about us. ACI Adjustment Group is a member of the ACI Estate Inc. family of businesses, which was ranked Inc. 500 in 2008 and 2009, and Philadelphia Wharton 100 in 2009 as well. And ACI Adjustment Group has been ranked number one in customer service by the United Public Adjusters for the past 4 years, from 2013 to 2016. And we currently serve the entire state of Philadelphia, including the Philadelphia area, the Lehigh Valley, all of northeastern Pennsylvania, and even all the way out to Pittsburgh. So the question is, what is a public adjuster? Well, public adjusting is a 125-year-old profession. Public adjusters assist policyholders in recovering fair settlements for property claims, and a lot of times we'll settle claims for 10 times higher than the insurance company's original estimate. And just some quick facts about us: we work for you, not the insurance company. We help you recover the maximum settlement, and we handle all negotiation with your insurance company from start to finish. And our mission here is to protect you, the policyholder, and to explain how dangerous it can be for you to handle your own claim. And the state of Florida did a study in 2005 after the hurricane season, and they studied over 76,000 property claims. What they found, if you look at the stats on the left there, is that the average non-catastrophic claim without a public adjuster was about $1,300. The average non-catastrophic claim with a public adjuster was $9,300. The average catastrophic claim without an adjuster was about $2,000. With a public adjuster, those same catastrophic claims averaged about $17,000. Now, I don't know about you, but if I'm a homeowner in Florida and my home was damaged by the 2005 hurricane, I would much rather have a public adjuster than just go with the insurance company on my own. And what I'm also going to do here is inform you that you might even have thousands of dollars that are rightfully due to you, and we'll give you an education on your current coverage. So one of the questions I always ask my customers is, how well do you know your insurance policy? And most homeowners will say they know it fairly well. And then I ask them, well, if I gave you a quiz on your policy, would you pass? And they all say no. And what we do with each of our customers is we actually give them a quiz on their insurance policy. And we're going to skip the first two questions because they're easy. But number 3 there is a question that most homeowners get wrong. And that's, do you know how your rates work when you file a claim? And this is one of the best kept secrets in insurance. With your policy, if you file a claim, your rates technically go up by a discount. You lose a claim-free discount in your policy. That discount happens to be about $100 to $150 a year, or roughly 10% of your premium on average. So the rate increase really is the insurance company just taking away your discount. If you didn't put a claim in, you get the discount. If you did put a claim in, you just lose the discount, and that's it. So, and you get the discount back after a couple of years, 2 or 3 years usually, if you haven't filed a claim during those 2 or 3 years. Now, our average settlement's probably around $10,000. So which one would you rather have at the end of the year? $100 or $150 back for a discount, or $10,000 to replace your damages? Number 4 is, do you know the meaning of the word indemnity? And indemnity is just a fancy insurance term for reimbursement, but it's a very important term in your policy. And what it means is reimbursing you to the full extent of your loss. The insurance company's version of indemnity usually is patch it up. Patch the shingles, patch the siding, just do a little bit of cleaning if there's water damage. Our version of indemnity is full replacement. So replace the roof, replace all 4 sides of the siding, redo the room, repaint everything, 3 coats of paint. Number 5 is another question that most homeowners are clueless on, and that's, do you have a sump pump endorsement? And most people look at me like I have 10 heads. And everyone knows what a sump pump is. It pumps the water out of the basement. And if that sump pump backs up and breaks, or the power goes out and it just doesn't kick on, all of that water goes in your basement. If you've got a finished basement, that could be $10,000 or $20,000 or $30,000 worth of damage overnight. And guess what? When you call your insurance company, 9 out of 10 times they'll tell you you're not covered for that sump pump failure. The only way you can get coverage for that is A, having flood insurance, or B, calling and asking your insurance company to get a sump pump endorsement attached to your policy. But you have to request it. They don't always tell you that that's available. It costs usually $50 or $100 a year, but I strongly encourage everybody to get that on their policy if they have a sump pump, because that could really save you $10,000 or $20,000 in damage. Number 6 is an act of God covered in your policy? And this is kind of a trick question. And I've had so many homeowners who will tell me you're only covered for an act of God, and so many people who say act of God is uninsurable. They can't insure that. Well, the reality is you're covered for a lot of weather-related damages that you might consider an act of God, and you're also covered for a lot of sudden and accidental things that you might have caused yourself, like leaving the water running too long and causing a leak. Number 7 is, can you be dropped for filing a claim? And the short answer is no. The longer answer is you can't be dropped, terminated, or non-renewed just for putting in a claim or for claim history. What they can drop you for are excessive claims, meaning that you don't fix your damage and you try to refile a claim on pretty much the same damages, but they keep continuing. Or fraud. They can obviously drop you for fraud. Number 8 is, are you required to make repairs after a claim? And this one's kind of tricky. You're actually allowed to hire whoever you want to fix your damages. You can fix your damages yourself. If you decide not to repair the damage, that's up to you, but what you lose out on sometimes is a hold back. Sometimes they'll hold 10% of the claim back for when you do make all of the repairs. And if you don't fix everything, you just can't file another claim on that same damage. So if you had siding that went missing in a storm and you get the money for the new siding, but you don't replace it and more of that siding blows off next week, you're not covered for putting in a claim for that same siding. If you do replace the siding and more siding damage occurs after the siding's been replaced, then that's a clean slate. You can put a claim in for that new siding. So here's some powerful information that you can use, and I'm going to tell you a secret here. Are you ready? Insurance companies don't always have your best interest in mind. I'm sure everybody's heard that. And insurance companies usually train their representatives to discourage putting in claims. And one of the biggest discouragements they use is your rates will go up. And people think their rates will double or their rates will triple. And just like we went over in the quiz, your rates don't really work that way. And if you look at the left-hand side here, what you'll see is without a claim, you get a claim-free discount. With the claim, all that happens is you don't get that discount applied to your policy, so you just pay the full price. You have the right by law to that fancy word, indemnity, and thousands of policyholders are misled each year, and millions of dollars are not paid due to the homeowner's lack of knowledge and expertise. So what's covered? You're covered for a lot more than the house burning down and the roof blowing off. And your insurance company doesn't always tell you all of the things that you're covered for. What's covered is damage that's sudden and accidental. So roof leaks are covered. Missing and damaged shingles, and even one shingle missing on your roof can be worth a new roof. Ice damming, which is the ice backing up in the gutter and pushing the shingles upwards, and those will devastate a roof. Missing and damaged siding is covered. Even if you burn it at the barbecue when you weren't paying attention, that's covered. Window and skylight leaks are covered. Collapse from weight of ice or snow. Hail damage is covered. So to answer the question, is an act of God covered? Yes, those things that most people would consider an act of God, and those are covered in your policy. And you're also covered for a lot of things that are not an act of God that happen inside of your home, like plumbing leaks, sink and tub overflow, a toilet overflow, and anything that dirty water touches is now contaminated. It's catastrophic water. It's toxic. So it just can't get cleaned. It's got to be replaced and cleaned properly, professionally. Frozen pipe bursts are covered. Heating and air conditioner leaks are covered. Appliances like dishwashers and refrigerators and washing machines, they leak all the time. Those are covered. Damaged flooring. A crack on a ceramic tile is something a lot of people do not realize is covered in their policy. If you drop a frying pan or you drop your grocery bag on your ceramic tile floor and you crack that floor, you're not going to find a matching tile in the stores. When you regrout it, it's not going to look quite right, and you're actually covered for replacing the full floor. Same thing with a scratch on a hardwood floor or a leak on a hardwood floor. Damaged flooring is covered. And even a small stain on a carpet from nail polish or wine or bleach, if that carpet's big enough, it's worth claiming. Damaged cabinets are covered. It's the same thing. They can't just give you one cabinet, which a lot of times the insurance companies will try to do. But you're not going to match that one cabinet. And if those cabinets match on the top and bottom, they need to be replaced on the top and bottom. Oil heater puffbacks are very common in the winter, and oil heater puffbacks are covered in your policy. That soot is not easy to get out. You need professional cleaning and you need to repaint. A lot of times you'll need to replace carpeting, you'll need to replace furniture. Very similar to a smoke and fire claim, obviously, if you have a fire, that's covered in your policy. And believe it or not, theft and vandalism are also covered in your policy. And if you don't have receipts or you don't have proof that you had the item, a lot of times we're still able to get coverage for that. Your word is your evidence with your insurance company. Now, some things that are not covered would be earthquake, flood, any water coming from below ground. Groundwater is not covered. Mold is not covered as a cause of loss. So if you just have mold growing because your basement's damp or in your shower because of the moisture, that's not covered. But if mold occurs as a result of any of those covered losses on the right that we just read through, then mold remediation would be covered. Pets are not covered, so if your dog or cat goes to the bathroom on your floor, that's not covered. The house settling isn't covered. Terrorism and wear and tear are all not covered in your policy. So here's how your insurance company can view your claim. And let's say a roof shingle blew off and water got inside of your home and damaged your ceiling, wallpaper, and rug. What the insurance company will try to do is patch the roof. $300 to patch those shingles, and you can see how ugly that looks. Patch your ceiling for $100, repair your wallpaper for $100, clean your carpet for $150, and you know what? You've been a great customer the past 10 years, so we know it's not going to look quite right. We'll give you an extra $250 for an appearance allowance. So your total settlement there of $900 really won't get you much. And why you shouldn't be satisfied with that patch job is because it won't restore the value of your home, it won't restore the appearance of your home, and it won't function properly. Those patches, they'll leak again. The way we negotiate the claim is a lot different, and we go for replacing the entire roof, replacing the insulation, replacing the inside ceiling, replacing the walls and ceilings that were damaged if there's drywall that needs to be replaced, replacing carpet, and refinishing the hardwood floors. So our scope of work is going to be a lot bigger, and that's just labor and materials. The contractor is going to bill you not just for the labor and material cost, obviously. They need to make a profit. They've got overhead, and they're going to apply sales tax too. So what's the difference? Why can we get you so much more? Well, we work for you, not the insurance company. We fight for full replacement instead of just patching it up. We extend the scope of damages for continuation, meaning if your floor matches in your living room and your hallway, both floors need to be replaced. We go for retail pricing that you'll actually have to pay instead of wholesale pricing. And we fight aggressively instead of making conservative estimates to save the insurance company money. And we factor in that extra 10% profit, 10% overhead, and 6% sales tax in Pennsylvania. So what's pictured here is an actual estimate. And this is for one room. It's a master bedroom. And you can see there are a lot of things that need to get done. $11,000 to remove a master bedroom. There's HVAC systems in there. There's floor protection. There are a lot of things. So you can look through that. We're sealing and priming the ceiling. We're repainting all of the walls. This doesn't even include some of the mold remediation that had to get done on this claim. It was a roof leak. So that there's a lot more than just patchwork that we go for here. So why can a public adjuster settle your claim so much higher? Well, we're licensed professionals with experience and expertise in handling property claims. We work for you, not the insurance company. We handle all communication, negotiation, and estimates. You won't even need to speak with your insurance company. So we report the claim. We estimate full restoration costs. We handle all damage presentations, letters, phone calls, emails, appointments, etc. All you have to do is be there to get the check from the mailbox. And the best part is you pay no money out of pocket at any time. We work for you on a contingency fee basis. So what sets us apart from the competition? Number one, we offer an exclusive online back office to keep you up to date on your claim. You can access all of your claim files from your laptop or tablet or phone. You can upload and download photos and files and communicate directly with your public adjuster right through our back office. We have an online claim calculator to help you estimate your damages before you give us a call. And our File a Claim Online feature makes filing a claim very simple. It's 3 easy steps. It'll take you 10 minutes, and we're able to report the claim, file it for you, and get out there and give you a quick estimate. We were also ranked number 1 in customer service by the United Public Adjusters, as I mentioned before, over the past 4 years, from 2013 to 2016. So if you know someone who has damage or is battling with their insurance company, share this presentation with them. If you have damage, give us a call. It's 1-800-809-4302, or check us out online. It's www.aciadjustment.com. We'll do a free inspection, a free consultation, give you an opinion, and we're available 24/7.